We are back here on the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show. The event is the Power of Laughter. I'll let you all say when it is, so I don't have to fumble through my papers.
So this year's Power of Laughter is Saturday, September 15th at 11 o'clock. And we are looking forward to everyone being out there. We've got some great stuff lined up this year. It is probably going to be, we have done some great ones in the past, but I think this one is going to really put our previous ones over the top. We've got some great stuff planned.
And you can still get tickets.
Okay.
You can get tickets until Monday.
Okay.
So you can still buy tickets, and tickets for a lunch, entertainment by Kim Coles, the comedian, life-saving information, free screenings, all for $35.
$35.
That's a bargain.
That's more than most of your co-pays.
Right. That's right. That's
All right. So, Dr. Issa,
yes.
I mean, one of the things, because even there will be some folks who are returned, they come every year, and there are going to be some folks who come for the first time. So will they be able to learn things like warning signs for strokes, or we mentioned the salt shakers, get information about why that sodium is so impactful on your lifestyle?
Absolutely, absolutely. So this year we are focusing on making sure people understand the risk factors for stroke, that they understand and know the word FAST, F-A-S-T, that becomes a part of everybody's, memory. And FAST stands for facial drooping, arm weakness for A, S is slurred speech, and T is time to call 911. And so that's the other part that we're going to be highlighting this year, the importance of calling 911 when you are witnessing someone having a stroke, because time is of the essence. And we know that the sooner people can get to the hospital, the sooner they can get access to life-saving medication that can reverse a stroke and decrease the disability or even death that occurs. So it's very important that people get to the hospital as soon as possible. And so we're emphasizing when to call 911 and being able to recognize somebody having a stroke.
So then, this is not something I thought about until this very moment. I mean, so as parents, you teach your kids to call 911 if there's a fire or somebody's breaking in the house. But it sounds to me like this is information that it's important that kids know too, whether they're with mom or grandma or whomever.
That's absolutely true. Kids, and we've heard stories where kids have, taken that information and call 911. So kids, yes, and it's easy, F-A-S-T. And that is something that a child can learn fast.
Fast, right.
Fast, like no pun intended. But yes, facial drooping, arm weakness, slurred speech, call 911.
Exactly. Now, Karen, we're talking about FAST, and I know a little bit later in the program we're going to do some examples of CPR, but that is also, I mean, sometimes I feel like I go places and I say, who here knows CPR? I'm just trying to make sure there's somebody who can react to me if I have a problem, and often you get there and nobody in the room knows.
Nobody knows, and that's why, the CPR in schools is a big initiative that our advocacy folks are working with. I was showing Issa the map earlier. 38 states in the country, including Washington, D.C., have already passed that, where you have to have hands-only CPR training as a high school requirement. Pennsylvania does not. All of our boarding states have already done that. So it's really a big push, and that's just a huge plug for You're the Cure, our advocacy arm. But it's easy, People don't jump into to action when they see somebody go down because they don't know. So we try to make it easy, because doing something is better than standing around and doing nothing. And it's 2 simple steps. Call 911 and push hard and fast in the center of your chest. That's simple. So we have these kits that we'll talk about a little later on that will help gain your confidence in knowing what to do. And 70% of cardiac arrests happen in the home. So it could be somebody that you love.
And we know it's just as, I know people have always worried about, like you're saying, didn't know how to do CPR, especially when you're doing the mouth breathing CPR and having to coordinate both of those. We do know that hands-only CPR is as effective as CPR, traditional CPR. And we know that if it's administered in those first few those very first few precious seconds to minutes, somebody drops, they're going to have double to triple the
The outcome.
outcome of being able to be revived. And so that's what's critical about it. So when you witness someone go down, springing into action, call 911, and then do compressions restores at least some of that blood flow to the brain, helping to protect them until EMS arrives. And we know that we've been able to at least save people and get them to the hospital in a better time frame.
Now we're going to go through that process in a moment, but I'm going to bring in this cultural aspect of it. Because, you know, and I'm sure you've heard comedians that say when something happens, people of color are like, yeah, man, I'll see you later. And everybody else is like, oh, what's going on? That's something that we have to get out of our minds too. When somebody goes down, you need to respond.
Absolutely. We have to arm ourselves. We are our own best advocates. We can save each other's lives. We can do it. This is something that's very simple. Even a child can do this. I know last year at the Power of Laughter, Karen gave both of my children the kits and they sprung into action and was able to pick it up like literally in minutes. This is not something that we can't learn and we should not, and we shouldn't equip ourselves to be able to do. Bystanders are important and they can make a difference.
Okay. All right.
And I think it goes back to that empowerment. You know, if you know that you can help save somebody's life by just calling 911. If you don't even do anything other than either call 911 or tell somebody to call 911 and start the compressions. And the whole idea behind bystander CPR is that, I mean, you'll see when you do the mannequins, it takes some power to pressure to do that. And so, you know, I may do it, and then Issa can come in and do it,
relieve each other
and then it becomes a community of helping save somebody's lives.
Awesome. Now I'm going to be honest. I didn't even know there was a thing called hands only.
And
CPR.
you know what? There are 30 kiosks, free kiosks around the country. The American Heart Association has these CPR training kiosks, and we have 30 here in Pittsburgh at the Carnegie Science Center, thanks to funding by FedEx Ground. So if you go to Sportsworks at the Science Center, you'll see our kiosks.
Right there.
Yep.
Awesome.
It's right there.
Well, we're going to see all this next in just a minute when the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show continues, so don't go away.